Hi, I decided to make my top 10 strongest Baki characters list. It was hard to make it right, and maybe it isn't right for you, but for me, it looks like that.
We put in work.
Oliva is the most dangerous criminal in the United States and one of the most dangerous people in the world. Also, he is a prisoner in the Arizona prison. He has complete freedom of action there and in effect controls both the guards, administration and all prisoners. In exchange for this, he provides services to the US government to search for and destroy the most dangerous criminals. Oliver's combat capabilities allow him to kill an entire drug cartel with his bare hands. At the same time, Oliver does not use any weapon and don't know martial arts, relying entirely on the strength of his body. He is one of the most physically strong characters and has crushing blows. Jackies also have high resistance to blows. He often wins due to the fact that the attacks of the enemy do not harm him, and he is waiting for the moment to attack. Due to high willpower, he ignores even serious injuries, such as bone fractures, and can fight with a broken arm with the same strength as a healthy one. He has an extremely high will to victory and he is not afraid of pain, wounds or death. He easily beats Baki Hanma in 1-on-1 and he says that if he had struck with intent to kill Baki, then he would have reacted more quickly. He also managed to escape from Yujiro, who was in a flying rage. Motobe is more like a warrior instead of being a fighter. He using traditional Japanese weapons to fight, he even using a smoke bomb to make a surprise attack. He is also very strong, as he could make a throw just by grabbing Musashi's leg. He could defeat Musashi Miyamoto by using a chokehold despite being cut in his arm and leg. Pickle is a prehistoric man who lived in the Jurassic period and hunted dinosaurs with his bare hands. By coincidence, during his battle with a Tyrannosaur, a meteorite smashed into the earth, and Pickle was frozen in a sea of ice. And nowadays he has been found, unfrozen and reanimated. Accordingly, his physical characteristics are quite superhuman. Pickle's power allows him to challenge dinosaurs in a direct power fight, pick up and throw dinosaurs. Pickle's blows are strong enough to penetrate tank armor. Pickle destroyed 8 tanks before he was caught. With his bare hand he knocked a completely smooth ball out of the obsidian rock and received the title of kaioh. After that he studied other styles of Chinese Kenpo and Kung Fu, including those using cold weapons. He has a high level of control of internal energy so that he is not only able to crush stones, but also to transfer the energy of impact through items. Ever since the first part of the franchise, Retsu has been striving to become more and more powerful, even practicing non-Chinese martial arts. Later he became China's second strongest, right after kaku. Kaku is a powerful grandmaster of Chinese martial arts and the strongest of all kaiohs except Yujiro. He has a wide knowledge of everything. His skill is the result of over a century of training in Chinese martial arts. He can slice several human limbs off with a simple chop of his hand and even injure and send flying Yujiro himself. Kaku can also perform attacks with supersonic speed that can easily cut an egg like a sword. His grip strength alone is equal to 100,000 atmospheres or 100 tons. Nomi was also able to climb a massive climbing wall with just 3 steps. He did it without any safety harness, before dropping down and landing on his feet, which shocked many people in crowd, including Baki. His greatest feat of strength is demonstrated when he faced Biscuit Oliva and with sheer grip strength alone could grab him by the ribs and break all of them purely through pulling upwards, completely bypassing Oliva's formidable musculature with minimal effort. Nomi is also shown to be extraordinarily tough, as Oliva's iron-like fists were completely shattered when he went to hit Nomi's forehead, which was virtually unharmed by the attack. The legendary samurai and the strongest samurai ever possibly. He was cloned from the tissue on his spine, and Sabuko Tokugawa infused that empty clone with Musashi's soul, giving him his former memories and skills. Musashi is able to cut through the skin of some of the toughest fighters in the series, like Baki, Hanayama, Pickle, and even Yujiro himself. By the end of Baki Son of Ogre, before Baki's ultimate fight with his father, Baki is shown to be so strong that he can completely vaporize a punching machine pad with a casual punch. At this point, it can be safely assumed that Baki is possibly the second strongest character of the series. Baki was shown to still be vastly inferior to Yujiro's, however, until Baki's demon back has activated. When Baki's demon back appeared in his fight with Yujiro, he was shown to be powerful enough to actually hurt Yujiro. This being something that no other character had been shown to be able to do. Baki ends up losing to Yujiro by a very close margin when they have a punch out until one falls. However, Yujiro admits in the end that he can no longer be called the only strongest creature alive, as Baki is worthy of being considered Yujiro's equal. Yujiro is the strongest character in the series, with his strength being said to be equal that of the entire army or more. Yujiro was able to defeat the American military forces by himself during the time of Vietnam War. Yujiro was 16 at the time. Some of Yujiro's greatest feats of strength include pushing back 100 riot police, completely stopping the tectonic activity of an earthquake by punching the ground, capping craters in concrete walls, easily knocking out a giant elephant that not even tank could damage, cutting glass apart with his fingers and crushing coal into dust. It is said that Yujiro's hits are equivalent to that of a nuclear impact, with even entire armies trying their best weapons to stop him, but to no effect. That was my top 10 strongest. There are some characters that not in this list but deserve attention as well, but for me it's hard to put them in this list. He is the only other person aside from Yujiro to defeat the USA on a small island in the Okinawa territory during World War II. He is also known for defeating 1000 US soldiers using one technique. With his hitless blow, he can hit his opponent with an arm that imitates a whip. The attack is so fast that it breaks the sound barrier and makes a sonic boom. But after using this technique, the user's arm is almost completely destroyed. Guevara is one of the two free men in the Arizona prison, along with Biscuit Oliva. He also maintains many of the same privileges of Oliva, since both of the guards and the United States of America are fearful of him. Also, Doppo and Goki Shibukawa are very strong as well, but I don't know where to put them in this list. Maybe some characters in the top should exchange their places, but for me, the top 10 of Baki's strongest characters should look like that. Share your point of view in the comments down below, leave a like if this video was interesting to you, and subscribe for more. I'm out, bye.